Live. Oh my god.
Real life.
We're
Hi.
live. Hello. Hello. Are we all
Hello.
good? Fingers crossed. Live. Hello. All right. Where am I? Okay. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Miss Cherry Hart. Your variety drag queen streamer from Melbourne, Australia. And here with me, we have the fabulous stream queens of Down Under. We have Annie Crevice. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Annie Crevice. They say Annie Hole is a goal, but Annie Crevice is the wettest. I'm a trans drag queen from Melbourne, Australia. I do a little bit of drag out in the real IRL drag, and then I stream on Twitch like 3 or 4 nights a week, playing a variety of games. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Up next, we have Teely. How are you doing, doll?
I'm doing good. How are you?
And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is It's Chili Exor. I'm your favorite Aussie bimper. I play a variety games here on Twitch, which means I play DVD, a lot of that. And I'm really hot. That's it.
True. But unfortunately, Lady Lay couldn't make it right now. She might come in around about halfway through. So, best wishes to Lady Lay. Hopefully, you're okay. But let's get on with the panel, shall we?
Get into it.
Let's get into
Introduce
it.
yourself.
Oh, I did introduce myself. Didn't you
Who
hear
are
me?
you?
Who are you, Cherry?
Who am I? I am a Melbourne drag queen that plays a lot of JRPGs, shooter games, and yeah, I've been doing drag on Twitch for a really, really long time. Really long time. But yeah, I thought might as well introduce some of the girls that you probably may or may not know. So it'd be really awesome to introduce the Aussie and New Zealand queens that are down under.
Mhm.
So yeah. Where can we follow you all, by the way, Annie?
You can follow me at Annie Crevice on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok.
And
Oh,
Teely?
and PayPal.
Awesome.
Send
Teely?
me money.
I can follow you on PayPal, girl. You can follow me everywhere. It's Chili Exor. I'm pretty sure I've got an account on pretty much everything at the moment. So
Awesome.
get into it.
Sweet. All right, we'll get into our questions now. I've got to ask you ladies some lovely questions. So question, when did you start doing drag? And when did you start doing Twitch? And when did those two worlds meet? We'll start with Tilly first.
Oh,
yeah.
God, I was going to
Yeah, we'll start with Tilly first.
Me first? All right,
yes.
Jumping right in. So I started Twitch first.
Okay.
She wasn't in drag. She always loved drag, been a fan of it. Never thought I could do it, but I mean, like, maybe she can. The verdict's still out. So I started on Twitch 2 years ago now, I believe. I was a PS4 Fortnite streamer, getting the dubs. Not really. I got maybe 2 dubs my whole time. It was really great. I was really good at building though, so pop off, she could build a house. And then we got into DVD, and I started meeting all these lovely queens because DVD is hella good and we love to see it. So I met all these lovely queens, and I found out about stream queens, and I was like seeing all these people doing drag on Twitch, and I'm like, that's a space I could like maybe play around with it and have some fun and just see what happens. So in October of last year, we decided to do a little drag look on stream. I was going to dress up as Trixie Mattel from the All Stars entrance in the roller Barbie look. So we practiced Trixie's face, and it went really well. And then I did it another night, and it went really well. And then I started just doing my own makeup, and it went really well. I mean, we've had our moments where it didn't go really well, but everybody has those. Everybody has those days. Everybody makes mistakes. And
I feel like I've heard that song before.
It's by me. It's Chili Exor. You can go on iTunes. Thank you.
I'll look on Spotify.
And then now I've been doing drag for a year. I've been playing a lot of DVD, Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, just having a lot of fun. Like I love drag. It's taught me so much about myself, and it's just really fun.
It's fun. That's it. Yeah. Go and try it. Like honestly, Tilly looks amazing. And Annie, what about you? When did you start drag? When did you start doing Twitch? And when did those two worlds come together?
So about 4 or 5 years ago, there was this this boy on Twitch that used to stream like Fortnite and Overwatch and FIFA, like the soccer video game. Like this boy on Twitch called Blood and Barricades. Like they were very much
Oh.
into like the shooting games and the sports games, and then like about 2 years ago I started doing drag. Like Margot put me in drag, my partner. In case you don't know, I'm a lesbian. I'm a raging lesbian. My partner put me in drag the first time, and then I started doing it myself. And then around about that same time, I killed that boy, Blood and Barricades, and then took over his Twitch channel, and Annie Crevice was born on that channel, and now I stream and do drag IRL and on Twitch, and occasionally I still play FIFA. I mean, I play FIFA as well, like the other boy that I killed, and yeah, and yeah, and then I just started doing makeup. I started doing makeup and like drag on Twitch around the same time I started doing drag IRL, like learning makeup. Like, so all the like bad times, like your first time doing makeup on stream is like live for everybody to see me draw my eyebrows like way too far up my face. It was a moment. It was good.
Been there.
Yeah, we've all been there. I guess I'll answer my own question. Thanks, Jerry.
Yeah.
So for me, I think I started Twitch first. I started Twitching around about 2017, a long time ago. But I played like a lot of Overwatch back in the day. I played Final Fantasy, still do. Kingdom Hearts, still do. I just play the games that I love to play. But I started drag in late 2017 of that year. My ex-partner put me in drag. We went to see a show in Melbourne. It was Trinity the Tuck and Sasha Velour. And they transformed me in a hotel room. He took him 3 hours because we were both drunk. We were both drunk before we got to the club. And it was so good. But he painted me, and that's when Miss Heather Cherry Heart was born. But I didn't start doing drag on Twitch until early 2018. I would say like I started doing drag on Twitch probably March of 2018. Because I would do like these sub goals or, bit goals or something like that. Put me in makeup. I would do like one bit of makeup to start off with because I wasn't really comfortable with doing makeup or being feminine or anything like that. But I knew deep down that I was a queen, and I'm so glad it came out. But I've been doing drag nearly every single week. I've been a bit lazy lately, but I'm getting back to it. But I've been doing drag every single week for about 3 years on Twitch now. And it's lovely to see so many new upcoming Aussie drag talent and New Zealand talent that's coming on Twitch now. Because forever I thought I was the only one. I really thought I was the only one doing it. I was hustling, trying to, put my name out there. And I'm glad to see that a lot of Aussie girls are doing well, really, really well. Really well. You should be proud of yourselves, really. I'm a diva, yes. All right, we're all good. Any other last minute questions? How has been an ANZ drag streamer been for you so far? Any favorite memories? Any good moments that you've probably been in drag for a stream or anything like that? Anyone can go first. Yeah,
Daddy, you go first.
My name's Annie Crevice, not anyone. Thank you very much.
Dia, get her off, please. Get her off.
Great moments. I had the pleasure of being on Twitch front page earlier this year playing Mario Kart. We were raising money for Minus 18. That was a pretty cool moment. There's a few moments like that where we got to raise money for Twitch for like charities and stuff like that, as well as like get to play games. Like for me, streaming is all about the community and like getting to play games with people, and like drag and like being like queer as fuck on this platform has meant I've met so many people like me, and I've been able to play games with them. So it's like even just the like playing TBD with like other queens and stuff have been some of the best moments, because like that shit's a lot of fun when you get to play with people.
Yeah, of course. Tilly.
ANZ drag and memorable moment.
Just
Girl,
being
she's a
in
bit
drag.
burnt. She might need a we might need a little recap of the question sometimes.
All good.
I honestly was a little bit like, I don't know. I wasn't like too worried to start doing drag on Twitch, but I was a little bit worried about like the trolls being worse and stuff. But it's run of the mill shit every day. So, but my like most happy, memorable moment is being selected for the Grassroots front page and being a drag queen and put on the front page of Twitch ANZ. Like, girl, like Annie said, that's an amazing like accomplishment for LGBTQAA plus communities. Because we don't get a lot of opportunities to be put in the spotlight by major companies. So that was honestly such a little achievement for me, and I'm very proud of that. And one of my happiest moments, getting all those little views, all these new little friends, and just meeting everybody. Like it's just, I've met, like Annie said, I've met so many amazing, talented, like crazy individuals on this platform, and I love each and every one of them so much, and I can't wait to meet everybody else because there's new people popping up every day. So come say hello. I want to meet you, and I just want to play games with everybody. It's no fun playing on your own. It's boring.
No, it's so quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, too quiet.
I think like one of the favorite like drag streaming moment was definitely doing the drag shows online. They were fun. There's so much fun to do. Although it is, you have to like have a lot of time and effort, and you have to like video edit it yourself, doing all lots of stuff, which is good. I enjoy it, that part. Anything else?
You learn so much from that.
You do, yeah.
I learned just from doing this like last week of like getting ready for the digital drag show. I learned, not that I like never used to edit stuff, but I learned so many new things this week just working with green screen and trying to put stuff together. I'm learning a lot of things I didn't think I would learn doing drag and streaming. It's crazy.
You get so quick with technology so quickly. On top of the makeup. Sometimes, but we make it work. We make it work. But for our skills.
We'll be okay.
But yeah, so I think another good one is for me, playing games, or at least I think me trapping, I always say this every year, no matter what it is. So favorite drag moment for me is trapping Dia in Friday 13th in a trap. And it wasn't my fault. I thought the killer was coming for me. So I heard the girls, laughing and giggling, and I'm hiding in a shed somewhere. I lay a trap down, thinking he'd probably try and find me in there. No, in walks Dia, and she gets trapped, and I was cackling myself. I was pissing myself laughing, and I had a couple of drinks, so I was, cackling. I was more than cackling. But it was good. That was probably another favorite gaming moment. Sorry, Dia, to throw you under the bus, or at least under the trap. Okay, so we'll go to our next set of questions. Do you have any Down Under drag inspirations or any drag inspirations for you? Yeah, we'll start with any.
I think I have like a couple. There's like, well, firstly, I would say you, Cherry, as being the first drag queen from Down Under, like on Twitch that I met, because like I was just kind of coming out as queer and like being more open about being queer on Twitch or whatever, and I went to that one of the Twitch ANZ meetups in GG Easy like a couple of years ago, and I literally knew nobody, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna meet people, and I'm like not a very sociable person. So I just kind of walked up, I like sat down at a table, and I'm like chatting to these people, and they were like nice or whatever. But towards the end of the night, I'd seen this person come into the bar with this giant fucking fur coat, and I was like, okay, that's the gay table. I've worked that out. And like towards the end of the night, the people from my table pointed across to you and said you were part of like a queer streamer Discord of like ANZ people, and I was like, oh, that's really cute. And then I like joined that, and I met you through that, and through that like started like doing drag on Twitch and like meeting the stream queens and stuff like that. So like to have like an example there of like someone else in my own city doing that was really inspiring, I think. I really love that. And then I guess drag inspirations like I take a lot of inspiration from like other trans drag queens that have gone before me, like in my own city, like Aurora Arsenic, which is a doll from the bar I work at. Like she's amazing. And then like some of the Drag Race girls as well, like Kylie especially, like is a huge inspiration to me. Those kind of people. Yeah, just watching like people be like hot ass women in drag and then hot ass women like out of drag as well, like seeing them in the workroom and stuff is really exciting for me, and I always take inspiration from those people. Yeah.
Tilly.
I got in trouble last time I got asked about inspiration. Myself. Apparently, you're not allowed to say that you inspire yourself, but I think you should inspire yourself.
Oh, there you go.
No, but I do have drag inspiration. Like, obviously, I started with Trixie. Like, I like cookie cutter face girl.
Yeah.
Like, her makeup is fucking stunning. Like, don't get me wrong in saying cookie cutter. It takes fucking skill to look like that, but it's one of those drag faces you can almost put on anybody, and you can kind of learn the techniques.
Yeah.
And then from there, I like started doing my own stuff. Recently though, it's been Aquaria and Crystal Versace.
Oh, I love her.
That she dirty for that mug. I will speak to her someday because I got words for her about how she made me. She called me ugly every single episode, and I want to talk about it. But yeah, other than that, like I don't know. It's always been Aquaria. I've always loved Aquaria's makeup. And yeah, I think that's really it. Like I don't sit there for too long looking at other people's makeup. I want to look at mine, and I want to look at what needs to be fixed on my face, and then like take little bits of inspiration as I go and try and tweak things. But definitely at the moment, Aquaria, and I would say Crystal.
Okay, I love Crystal. She's 19. Ugh. How
right?
dare.
Like, again,
How dare.
to the list. Girl.
This is now turned into a Crystal Versace takedown panel now. I think my drag inspirations are definitely Art Simone, another like Melbourne like drag artist. She is a legend down here, like an absolute icon, and so one of the most nicest people I've ever met. I actually did a baby drag performance, and she hosted twice. I don't like, you know, she hosted twice every like the 2 times that I went, and so nice, and she was just like so friendly, and she gave some good advice. And when I performed, she literally was like screaming, and she was like legs waving, and I'm just like, all I did was lip sync to Wet by Nicole Scherzinger. I don't think it's actually like, oh my god, but she's just really lovely and supportive of all the girls, really. And she's definitely one of the inspirations of like makeup, and she's really awesome. Another, like, we'll go to Drag Race. I really liked Aquaria. Aquaria's makeup is really, really nice. Because lately I've been going to her face for inspiration. Even back to like the old days of like Bianca Del Rio for some reason, just like the clown makeup. I just love her like color. Monique Hart, I just love her makeup. Who else can I really think of in like my brain? Ugh, what happens when you're blonde? You can't really think. True. Wait, what are you trying to say? Do I look like her today? Wow, Tilly. Shady.
It's the purple grandma wash.
But other than that, I do like looking at the stream queens. Like the stream queens are definitely my inspiration. Deers for one. You know, honestly, like she just.
Can we?
How does she blend?
Eve for a second?
How? Yes.
Eve also called me ugly on several occasions this week, and I have. Y'all are bitches out here in these streets, ladies. Y'all need to calm down.
Oh my god, my phone won't calm down. Dear, leave me alone. Go away. Okay. Just as turns it straight off. Yeah, Karen, I know I've seen Karen live. She performs really well, yeah. She's really good too. You know, anyway, moving on. Moving right along. So in saying all of that about drag experiences, we're going to be talking about drag experiences in Australia. What has been your experience so far, if you can speak on it? Even if it's nothing, that's okay. But what's been your experience so far in the drag scene? Yeah, down under.
In Australia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I around the same time I started doing drag on Twitch, I was around a bar that I now work at in Melbourne, and I got through a friend who's also in the chat, Adzy Wadzy. We performed on the same night together. Also, I performed with Cherry on the same night. There was this open stage drag night that I got to perform at. So through that experience, I've had a chance to like perform at some of the venues and stuff like that. There's definitely like, I feel like there's two sides of Melbourne drag. There's like the side that kind of tries to emulate like drag race-esque kind of vibes, and then there's like the kind of more alternative or like more diverse kind of sections of Melbourne drag that like focus on like, you know, AFAB performers and trans performers and like weird drag and like people of like all kind of like ages and skill levels, and like it isn't just like young white twinks doing the splits. And I've kind of like for a while I tried to kind of feel like I should be everything, like I should be a dancing queen or whatever, but it's taken me a while to get to a point where I'm like, I know I look fucking 21, I know I look young and gorgeous, but I'm actually 35 years
That's
old.
right.
And I can't do the splits. I have no flexibility. I'm uncoordinated as fuck. I can't dance. So I like to do ballads, and like I either do weird shit on stage or I do ballads, or both. And like, so I've kind of tried to like be okay with that. And I think after a while, it's kind of taken a while to find my place in the drag scene. But now I get to host something and kind of get to create that like little pocket of like Melbourne drag that I feel like there should be more of. So yeah, I'm kind of proud of that. So yeah,
that's really awesome, Annie. Yeah.
You know, big congrats on your drag thing that you opened, girl. That's fun. Setting up a stage
So-
for that different kind of drag.
Where was my invite?
it's coming, girl.
It's in the mail.
It's in the mail. It's going to take 4 to 6 weeks.
I'm hosting
Okay.
every month, so there's got to be a month for you.
Just fill it in for me. I'm happy to perform again.
Yeah.
I need to. It's been a while. Tilly, any experiences in the Aussie drag scene, or have you gone out
Like
yet?
going, she went out, girl.
Did
She
you?
went out. She had a drink. She sat at the table. The girls told her she was pretty. Lots of
Awesome.
drunk white girls. The only thing I would like to address with public drag is please stop touching us.
Yes.
I've been
Yes.
out once and I got groped too many times to like even count. And that was one time. So I can't imagine what people deal with every day. That's just, other than that, it was a lovely night. I had a great time, a great experience. It was super fun. I loved it. I want to do it again ASAP, but just stop touching people. You shouldn't touch anyone unless they tell you that you can.
Yeah, like
Thank you.
shit. Like consent is definitely something for drag
Even
queens.
if you're paying,
Exactly.
giving tips,
Yeah.
girl, keep your hands
Even
off
if it's
it.
like taking a photo, just ask. Like it's, you know, you can't just be like, oh my god, I want to take a photo. No, you just gotta ask. It's easy. I'm pretty sure a drag queen's drunk enough to be like, yeah, sure. You know, but
I'm sure
Yeah.
if you asked to grab my
Yeah.
padded ass, I would say yes. But when I turn around and you're just standing there holding it, it's a little bit.
it's just respect the performers, respect the queens, respect the kings, respect the non-binary.
Respect everybody. Just
Everybody, be just a human being. Yeah.
PSA.
I'm very proud of the boobs I've grown over the last 18 months on estrogen. I show them to anybody that asks, but you have to ask first.
You have
Yes.
to ask.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So Annie, can we see? No, I'm kidding.
Website.
We got to BRB real quick.
We'll just be right back.
Mm,
All right.
mm.
I think like the experience for me in drag here down in Melbourne has been good, been positive. Like I performed a few times before the pandemic. I think if we didn't have the pandemic, I think I would have performed a lot more. Actually, try to work my way around streaming and performing to sort of like keep myself sane, because doing performing, streaming, drag every single week is it's a lot, and it's something you have to like not just like go full force at. You have to like gradually. For me, I have to like, it takes a while for me to get used to something. But out of the times I performed, the first night I remember performing at Private Footscray with Annie. We performed the first ever show together. I remember that night Annie performed first, and then I think mine was like the last show or something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember I wasn't nervous. I was just scared. And then once I got up on that stage, I performed Tina Arena's Chains. And for the first ever performance, I actually had a reveal. So I actually had this outfit from my ex-boyfriend. It was like this black and white stripe outfit. It is absolutely ugly. And I thought, you know what a great way to do, and because he broke up with me, is to take off his ugly dress and reveal a beautiful red sequin dress underneath. And everybody was living, everyone was screaming, and I was like, oh my god, is this what it's like to actually be a performing drag queen? Like, it was like a dream come true. It was really, really good. And the drag queen that night who hosted, who doesn't host there anymore, said to me, like, and I'm pretty sure she said that to everybody that night, but she said to me, she goes, is this your first time performing? I'm like, yeah. She goes, are you kidding? It felt like you've been performing for ages. I'm like,
Yeah.
the fuck even? Like, it was, that to me, literally throughout that whole entire year, it was pretty bad, y'all, that year in 2019 for me. And that night literally turned at 180 and I was like, oh my god, everything just like switched. Ever since then, my whole mindset flipped of like, in a weird headspace to actually a good headspace to know that this is where I'm meant to be. And it's like, it was really, really cool. And I performed at Baby Drag twice with Art Simone, and the first time I did it was actually a Christmas event on Boxing Day, and that was so fun. I did 2 high five songs, and I put them together.
Yes.
I did a high five Christmas. So I did like Santa Claus is coming and stuff like that. It was really, really cool. But yeah, hold on. There we go. So yeah. But I will say, when I jumped off the stage, I jumped and then I almost broke my ankle. I almost fell and died. And then,
I mean, we got good healthcare. You'll be all right.
oh yeah, sure, I can just go to the hospital. It's fine. But I recovered, and then I finished like as if nothing happened. Like I was like, it was a really surreal experience. Yeah, it was part of the show. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely think Melbourne Drag for me. I will, like, if any Melbourne girls go on Drag Race, 100% I'll be supporting them always. I'll support all the girls on the show, but like just the Melbourne girls, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Alrighty, so where do we go now? Any differences in drag aesthetics compared to Australia or to the other parts of the world? I think a lot of people want to know what's like Australian drag like. What's kind of like, what would you describe Australian drag would be? Would it be like bogan or?
I was gonna say that, but like, I don't want to make everyone think that everyone's got terrible drag, because we really.
What are you trying to say? I'm a bogan drag queen. I have terrible drag. Hello.
Yeah, but if you use that word, like, people take it a wrong way. I don't know, like, you see a lot of shit that you see in America and everywhere else in the world, obviously, because that's our main viewpoint of drag in the world for so long, was American drag, because that was the only drag. But now that like the world's changing a lot, you are starting to see a lot of people's actual like personality and flavor come out in their drag, which I think is really cute. Like, and a lot more people are open to doing traditional numbers, and I think that's a really lovely. Like, we've got a couple of girls down at the local club, and they've started performing more, and their drag has changed over the past month from being like just the typical bodysuits and stuff, and they've started like making their own stuff and putting a bit more of a statement into all of their pieces. I think it's really lovely to see.
That's really cool. It's really good to see that.
Yeah, Indigenous drag is like taking off.
Oh,
it's always been there, but like it's people are more accepting of it now, and there's more people pushing for it, because a lot of the queens in the clubs are fighting for it as well now, which is
shout out to the Indigenous queens out there. Shout out to them. Yeah. Annie?
I feel like there's a lot of elements, at least my experience of like Melbourne, like live drag or whatever, is like there's kind of that older generation of queens that often like do the regular slots or whatever, and I feel like it's a lot I would say, like, in general, Australian drag is like a lot cruder, and like in some elements, this kind of like quirky, kind of daggy, like it's daggy in like the best sense, like this daggy kind of culture that's like a little bit still in the 90s, that kind of campery. So we do
Oh my
like
God, yes.
Australian does camp, but then like daggy camp, but I don't know whether the word daggy translates in the same way in the US.
How
It's
would
like
we
kind of
describe it? How would we describe
I don't know.
daggy?
Like your dad or your mom, like trying to be cool.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's probably good. Yeah. Like your dad trying
Yeah.
to do drag for the first time on stage. Yeah, that kind of
and
thing.
like we love to take the piss of ourselves, like take
We're not
the piss,
scared to
mate,
take the
of
piss.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we
Of
like to make
ourselves.
fun of ourselves and that kind of stuff. I feel like
Yeah.
that, and like, yeah, I feel like, and then the slang, I feel like in general, like that doesn't necessarily always translate.
Like if, like for example, if someone does like a Kath and Kim remix or a Jameis schoolgirl performance, you know, that sort of thing, like they just insert that into regular music. Like we put
Like,
our own
I
little flavor
love-
into it.
like I love doing like 90s ballads
Mm.
as well, or like older like 80s 90s ballads and stuff. My favorite song to do is Torn by Natalie Imbruglia, which is, she's an Australian artist that I'm pretty sure lives in the UK now, but she was on a soap opera called Neighbours.
Mhm.
And Natalie Imbruglia, like that number is like kind of a classic Australian song, so we love doing those kind of like those songs as well. But yeah, I don't, it's hard to tell like how much of it translates, I guess, to everybody.
I think technically it'd just be more like there's a lot of more camp than from what I've seen. But like even like the Pretty Girls would be silly and they just let loose. Like they'll just be 100%. They take the piss out of themselves. They look so pretty, but they have the most, like they'll have the funniest shit at like more than a campy queen, I will say, or at least from the ones I've seen. Yeah, definitely. You have your mixtures too. I think there's an alternative drag scene down here too. That's very, very good. But it needs to be a bit more appreciated. We need the, you know, androgyny and the alternative side of drag to come through.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because they do amazing too. Like I've seen a lot of, I love the drag kings that come out. The you know, whatever, whoever's doing drag. Sorry, I'm just like losing my train of thought.
Yeah, I feel like drag king culture like really is a good example of like that kind of comedy line.
Yes, because
it's really good.
Drag kings can explore a side that hasn't been explored yet.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing, and it's like I want to see more drag kings. I want to see more.
I'm obsessed. Like
I want more.
I've recently been open to the world of it. Like I saw, I knew of like Landon and Prince Harming. And is it Harming or it's Harming, right?
Yes, yeah.
The joke.
Not
Yeah. Okay. I was like,
yeah.
did I just fuck it up? No, go. Don't worry. Keep rolling. Like they were really the only ones I knew of, and then like through them I found like Tenderoni. I love Tenderoni. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. And just they're fascinating. Love it. Love drag kings. We need that to be like blown up as well. Let's put that out there.
There's a drag king duo in Melbourne called Dazza and Keith, who are like
Oh my
typical.
God.
They are hilarious.
Hilarious. Like,
they walk around like they walk
the
around like
speed dealer
dickheads too.
Yeah, it's really good.
No, oh my god. Yeah, that's fun.
That kind of stuff. Yeah, so drag king culture is definitely like a really good
Amazing.
example of that,
Yeah.
I think.
So are we all good with that question? Are we all
Yeah.
feeling good?
So,
All right, so we're going to talk about the stream queens. This is why we're all here today.
we're gonna talk about the street queens.
We're
That's
gonna
what
finally
I was
gossip
waiting
about
for.
them. We're gonna finally read the house down. No.
And he sits in chat.
Unless you want to, I wouldn't put
No.
it past you.
Please, the library books.
What's it been like since joining the Stream Queens as a ANZ drag queen of Switch? Anyone you want to give any special mentions to that's probably been like someone who's close to you or just been there from day one, really? Or just anything, really.
So I think I've been in Stream Queens for like 2 years now. Shout out to Amanda Express, who is unofficially an Australian Stream Queen, because some people thought because there was all the Australians that hung out in a chat that like Amanda Express was an Australian, so she can be one of ours. I think I remember the Stream Queens that I joined around the same time as. So I think me and Amanda joined at the same time. So I have like that affinity with like kind of getting to know everybody and stuff like that. And like in general, just a shout out to people who come by and visit, or like when it's like super, I know it's like, well, right now, and then like I start streaming generally in about 2 hours from now. So it's like late for people in the US. So I kind of appreciate the people who come by, like even when it's like the middle of the night, to come hang out or whatever, or like first thing in the morning as you're waking up. I'm still live because it's like 1 a.m. for me, but like 9 a.m. for you or whatever. Like was really nice. Like I really appreciated that. When I'm just getting into makeup, you're just about to go to bed. Yeah. Also, I love Eve. I did a shoey once. Can I be an Aussie stream queen? Yes. Yeah.
You passed.
Mm-hmm.
Tilly.
Stream queens. Yeah, love them. They're great. Next. No.
Who are they again? What? Where am I?
Who are these messes? What's going on? No, I was really blessed to be accepted. Like I know a lot of people apply. I applied so early and they accepted me with open arms. Everyone's so inviting and so nice. Like you can go to the Discord at any time of the day and someone's there to talk to you if you need to talk. There's always people hanging out. Like it's like a family, girl. Like everyone is just so nice and talented. Like can you, like I love it.
Oh shit, hold on. Oh no! Hold on a minute. Sorry guys. Oh, what happened? I'm so sorry. Oopsie. Hold on. Sorry, ladies. I didn't realize I wasn't in for that long. Alright, I'm going to get them to join back in 1 second. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Just gotta join back in. Sorry, guys. The meet just decided to end. Oops. Oh. Here I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing, and it just ended. Alright, let's get Annie back.
Hello?
Hello, Annie.
I'm back.
Sorry, girls. The call ended. It just does that sometimes. Anyway, sorry about that. Technical difficulties with the Australian girls today.
I think Lady's coming as well.
Yes.
Please don't cut the camera dead out.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Seals.
I was talking for too long. I'm so sorry.
Also, I'm loving the questions in the chat as well. They're really good.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
course.
lady, look at your card.
Lady!
Hi, lady.
I've arrived.
Oh
We
my
have
God, you
arrived.
look stunning.
Woo, you look so
I
good.
love this jacket moment.
You see, did it end?
No, it's still going. No, it's still going. No, it's still going. Just the call ended before you came in, so it was like, yeah.
One moment.
Just gotta set it up again. Sorry, girls.
Can't be half as bad as Animal Crossing stream earlier today. No, that was hilarious, guys. I
think
was
that was
literally
sexy.
crying.
Yeah.
So good. Lady, love you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, especially at, I would like to formally apologize.
You're so fine.
You're fine, doll.
Thank you.
We just got.
All right, just
technical
1
difficulties.
second.
What were we talking about? We're talking about what it's like being part of the Stream Queens team since
Yeah.
joining. So, lady, do you want to go next because I answered already and got cut off?
I'm sorry. You know, I did
And
the
then Lady
right
can
thing.
introduce herself as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Lady Lay. I was so cozy getting ready that I may or may not have fully passed out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she's dead.
And I am a drag queen from Aotearoa, New Zealand. I love all things horror. I stream at least 4 times a week, at least 3 times a week in drag. And I joined the Stream Queens. I can't remember the month. What I do remember is that I joined it with Kiyoshi.
Ooh.
Yes.
Love Kiyoshi.
Did you want to like answer any questions that we were going through earlier, or do you want to go through a little speed run?
Yeah, sure. What was
Hot
the
fire
oh, it's in the,
questions.
it's in the
Quick
notes.
hot fire questions. All right, when did you start? Sorry, Annie.
Sorry, I just want to know what it's like being a drag queen in New
Oh.
Zealand. And
Oh,
like
there
how-
we go. Yeah. When did you
Yeah.
start? What was it? What's it like being a drag queen in New Zealand? And yeah, we'll start off from there.
I started drag, I believe it was about 6 years ago. 2016, I started investing in drag. And 2018 was the first time that I performed in drag. It was really cool from the get-go, you know. It was like I was able to produce a show. I was able to produce 2 shows, win a live performance, and
Oh.
compete in a television show the first year that I had been on the local drag scene, essentially. So that was kind of fucking cool. I think that, you know, being a bedroom queen, if you will, for a couple years before that, helped me in that. Yeah. I will say something. The locals don't necessarily understand what I do here on Twitch, which can be a bit upsetting. Like, I feel like they're like, yeah, but when are you gonna start doing drag again? And it's like, well, I'm doing it more regularly than you, bestie.
The real tea.
So
We're
true.
here almost every day. What are you doing, girl? What's up?
Yeah, and also like it's I've learned a lot more about hosting a live gig through doing Twitch streams.
Mhm.
Like 100%, I'm
Yeah.
a better live host, entertainer because of Twitch. So I love Twitch. I love Stream Queens. I love being able to be here. Thank you for letting me join in at such
We love you.
strange notice.
No, it's fine. The drag queen's never late. They're just simply early. Always. Any stream queen mentions you want to talk about? Who would you like to nominate up for elimination?
Nomination? Wait, we got
No.
No,
I was
we're
just
not
I was
going home,
making
someone
no, I
else
was
is
making a
going
joke.
Somebody else.
Who's going home tonight and why?
home.
I think that I would go home tonight.
I choose Lady because she's not well.
She's not well. Yeah, she's not well. Yeah.
What?
Any other? Okay, so any drag inspirations, Lady? Anyone that's inspired you with your drag?
Anyone personally, or can it be like any kind of
Personally,
inspiration?
anybody? Any inspirations? Like
Any drag.
yeah, any drag.
I'm definitely inspired by like TV and film a lot. This here actually is a coat inspired by Poison Ivy. I got this commissioned.
I love it.
Love
So
it.
It's,
hot.
it's so sexy. Yeah, and it like flows really nice. It's got a really sexy red lining. Yeah, I like characters. I like TV and film characters. I like the bad girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Are you a bad girl, Lady?
I'm a sick girl.
The worst.
We love a bit of Billie Eilish.
Any other questions that we might have missed? How has streaming been for you? When did you start?
Streaming, I started. Yeah, I think that it was probably either Bitch or Trixie, who I first saw do drag on Twitch, and then I found out about the Stream Queens.
Who are they again?
Oh my god.
Do we
the
know
Stream
them?
Queens are an entire group of kings, creatures, legends, icons. And sometimes queens, but obviously, you know, it's like it's like the LGBTQIA2I plus. It's you know, we kind of the G out of everything. We don't really always need the G.
Yeah.
I like the G.
Yeah, just icons who do drag on Twitch is what Stream Queens is. And yeah, I kind of started, I think, like, because maybe of Stream Queens, I was like, yeah, let's do Worm,
Hmm.
which is kind of cute.
Who was the first stream queen you met on Twitch?
Well, that's a good question too.
Like met and had like a like who I just watched the most.
Oh, probably
was the
he
first
probably
person
yeah
you
who you
watched?
first saw.
Yeah.
Ooh,
If you remember, of course.
I don't know if I do remember. I'm so sorry.
I know.
Who's yours, Tilly?
Yeah.
Mine was London.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, I found London and Sutton first. I found London and then I found Sutton through London. Then I found out all about the lovely world of Stream Queens and then they pushed me to join. So thanks, squirrels.
Yes.
Return my calls.
Return a call. She's lonely.
Please, anybody.
It's 555. It's Teely.
XO.
XO. Annie, who was your first stream queen that you saw?
It was you.
Me?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
mine was Dia. She came to see me. I didn't see her. She came to see
Oh.
me first.
Wait a minute.
She pointed herself out first.
Watch out. Remember who's writing the checks at the end of this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Watch out.
True.
You're getting paid?
I guess
I
one
was
of us
making some
is.
Down under humor man.
I know. I was playing along with your humor.
Oh, sorry. Fuck, shit. Yes, and
You should know, lady.
I should know.
Alrighty, so we've actually come up with an audience question time. But before we do that,
Come
are
on,
any of
audience
you? We'll do one more question. This is Mike Cross from NDAs. Are any of you on Drag Race season 2? Good. All right, on to the audience question.
No, I didn't get cast, actually.
I'm on.
Many of my friends have just not made it through the final round. Okay. I did just see, though, are there Indigenous queens, kings, others groups? I just saw that was a thing. Yeah,
okay.
so Māori people are the Indigenous legends of Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Mhm.
And Miss Trinity Ice, if anyone remembers, I may or may not have run off stage
Ooh.
and cried my heart out because I thought that she gave me that stink face.
Mhm.
It was just her face, bestie. Definitely check out Miss Trinity Eyes. She's a local Indigenous and trans woman who has been in drag forever and is an icon on the scene. Queen Kong is in Australia, but is Māori, I believe.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't want to incorrectly guess there. They're a Pacifica legend for sure.
Mhm.
But Queen
Pacifica
Kong
legend.
is someone else you should check out as well.
Cool. Is anybody you would like to see on Drag Race Down Under?
Queen Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
Queen
and-
Kong and Polly Filler.
Oh yes, Polly, love her. Tilly, who would you
Yeah.
like to see?
The
Yourself?
lady just said, fuck my drag. I would like to see Lady on that. I just don't want to be on the same season as Lady because I know she'll beat me.
No, it'll be sexy to be on the same season.
I'd be
Because
okay
then
with all
I'll be
four of
like
us on there.
today, and I'll be like, besties, what's going on? And then
Yeah.
you'll be like, lady, I'm gonna beat you this episode. But that's
Lady,
it."
you're going home this week. I'm so It's
Oh
you,
my
not
God.
me. Who would I like to see on? I would like to see. I love. There's a Brisbane queen called Beverly Kills. I think she's gorgeous and really talented. Another Brisbane queen is Bolly Levant.
Yeah, I've heard of her.
She is so funny. Oh my god, I love her so much. And I believe she is. I don't know her nationality, so I don't want to get it wrong. But she is a person of color, so I love that. She's so funny. Beverly, her, and there was
Prozac.
another queen. I can't remember her name. Shit, she's really pretty though.
Annie.
And me.
I
yeah,
would
Taylor, of
love,
course.
I would love to see some AFAB queens in one of the
Mhm.
upcoming Down Under seasons. Special shout out. I absolutely love Menora Fox. She's an AFAB queen in Melbourne, as well as Ruby Slippers, who hosts at Rainbow Club on Smith Street. She's an AFAB queen that like does so much for the community and is an iconic performer in herself. Also, she's just like a huge inspiration to me because I feel like I have psoriasis and like stuff about my body that like sometimes I feel like aren't pretty, and I feel like she shows like her being pretty, but like kind of the imperfections and the flaws at the same time. And like when I've seen her do that on stage, I found it really inspiring, and like kind of powerful in a way. Like she's kind of taking control over like how she presents herself and like so I would love to see an AFAB queen in the next season or one of the upcoming seasons, because Melbourne has so many fierce AFAB queens, and
Oh,
Prozac's AFAB Melbourne, right?
yeah.
I don't think I've met Prozac.
Yes,
Oh, Prozac's lovely.
sorry.
Yeah.
They are.
Me and Prozac, we hit each other's DMs on the first round of Down Under, and it's like, were you even asked? And she's like, no, but you. And she's like, I love your makeup. I'm like, I love your makeup.
Oh, that's really cute.
Cute.
All right, we've got 5 more minutes, so we're going to do one quick question from the audience, unfortunately. I'm sorry, guys, we have to get short for time. But we'll go to one question. Where were we? So, are there any Indigenous kings, queens, or groups otherwise that you want to follow, pay attention to, give more shout-outs to? Who's Indigenous that you would like to point out? We'll give you a little lovely shout-out to.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that was the question that I saw. I was catching up
Oh,
on.
okay, that's all good.
There's the question from Min as well that kind of relates to that. That was really
How
good.
diversity of representation exists in the Australian drag scene in comparison to what a certain show? Yes, we can answer that one.
Yeah.
Like it compares to TV.
I would like to mention
Okay.
about this. The television show, what upset me is so Electra Shock walked out in, I believe it's called a kodawai. It is like it is a native garment, and it was gifted to her by Trinity Ice. Trinity Ice is her drag mom.
Mm-hmm.
And like they tore it to shreds on the runway and said how it didn't fit the look and stuff. But it was the one Indigenous part of this country that made it onto that show. Aside from, they did say kia ora every episode, which like props to them. Kia ora means hello in Te Reo, our native language. But like that was the only Indigenous part of my country that made it onto that show, and they kind of shat on it. And that was like pretty. I would like them. Where are the Maori people? I'm hoping they're on the next season. Yeah.
I'm hoping, even JoJo Zaho, Indigenous Australian, was gone week 2.
Week 1.
Yeah.
Oh, week 1. Sorry, week 1.
Yeah. And they shat on her like amazing political statement. Like they shat on her.
And it's like, I don't get what's going on here.
Yeah,
That was
the
not
two
okay.
people in the bottom 2 the first week.
Literally.
Was one who was wearing something that was Indigenous from her Indigenous drag mother, and someone who was Indigenous to Australia.
Yeah.
And making a political statement.
Bottom
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Will we get... Anyway.
The difference is in that the stage is a lot more diverse than what they have shown on TV. So they showed a very whitewashed, but they do that with every TV show.
Fingers crossed for season 2. Come on, girls.
It would be lovely to see some more on season 2. It would be great, but
I mean,
we'll
yes
see.
and no. Like in terms of there are some stages in kind of live drag in in Melbourne at least that like does show diversity, but there are like a lot of the like mainstream stages in Melbourne that like are very like white, like show one type of drag, like won't show really
Yeah.
show AFAB queens, very much like skinny white twinks essentially most of the time, and then like
Okay. Sorry, Annie, I've got to cut you off. All right, so we're
That's
gonna
fair.
finish. We're gonna finish up. Sorry. It was lovely chatting with all of you ladies. We'll go one by one, and we'll talk about just briefly where we can find you and what your name is, of course, and your drag name, of course. Where can we find you, Annie?
Hi, my name's Annie Crevice. You can find me hosting at Pride of Our Footscray Bar the third Thursday of the month. And you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at Annie Crevice with a K.
Tilly.
Hi, Tilly XO, your favorite Aussie bimbo. You can find me on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at It's Tilly XO. We keep it simple for the girls.
And Lady, lucky last.
Hello, it's Lay to Lay. You can find me on the telly. Not in season 2. It's LEIDYLEI on all social media platforms, including the Twitches. Yeah.
Awesome. And I'm the moderator. I'm Miss Terry High. You can follow me at all of those lovely places with my name. Just search it up on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you can find me. Thank you guys so much. You've been amazing. And thank you so much for answering all of my lovely questions. And get well soon, lady. Mwah.
Thank you.
Love you.
I love everyone on Stream Queens. Thank you all so much for having me and having all
Thank
of
you.
us. I love you, all little bears.
I love you.
Bye. Woo.
Bye.
Mwah.